What up? What up? It's your boy Z Rich, Mike Sick with me. High Off Life TV. Doing something a little different this time though. You're used to the bars, but you know we like to give a little game as well. And who better? And who's with us today? Freeway Rick Ross came through to the A. You know what I'm saying? To drop some game on us.
Sir. Appreciate you being here.
What up, y'all?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here.
No doubt.
So man, watching these, especially these past few years, I mean, your story has influenced just so many people. And I've seen super involved in just a lot of different areas that people can take game from, you know. So and we're gonna expound upon some of them outlets today.
No doubt. You know, it's basically like I look at it right now as if I'm being allowed to teach. You know, because really, you know, when I sold drugs, what I found out about myself is that I was really teaching other guys how to sell drugs. That's how I became so powerful, because with myself was an experiment, because when I started I knew absolutely nothing about selling drugs. I didn't know what cocaine looked like. I didn't know what it smelled like. I didn't know what it tastes like. I didn't know how it got you high. I didn't know how to use the scale. You know what I'm saying? I'd never saw $1,000 before.
Yeah.
So for me it was like a learning experience, but as I learned, it was easier for me to teach my friends what I had learned, basically. And basically, that's what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm trying to, and I'm so thankful for the internet, because had it not for the internet, network TV wouldn't do it. The movies, they wouldn't do it. You know, they would rather take a story like Snowfall and put it on TV rather than putting a real true story out about what really happened.
Right.
You know, it's like they want the people to be dumbfounded to what they want you to believe and how they want you to think. And you know, thankful that we got the internet now. It is that people who don't have the big budgets, who don't have the TV towers and, you know, the FCA or whatever they call the radio stations approval, they can get the message out. And you know, we all should be like thankful for the internet.
Absolutely. You can get ahead of your story, and you don't, you know, there's nobody there to fabricate things, or no middlemen to kind of mess it up, block you,
blackball you, as they call it, you know.
Man, it's a great time to be alive. So your Instagram says prison reform, I might be messing this up, but reform activist and actor. I know you have a lot of bullet points and hyphens and dashes. Like, if you were to set the bar right now for anybody watching, who is Freeway Ricky right now?
Well, you know, teacher, man.
Teacher, right.
Teacher, man. You know, instructor. You know, I really enjoy, you know, I mean, like sometimes, like even today, man, I was walking, like 30 minutes ago, we was walking to a barbershop with Echo, and some young brothers was like, man, I watch your Vlad, and now they say, I watch your Drink Champ, and man, thank you, man. Thank you for giving up game. Thank you for keeping it real.
Yeah.
You know, because there's so much fake out here, man, you know, with guys saying that they made $1 billion selling drugs, and they did this and never went to jail, and you know, that it's like a breath of fresh air to have some real conversation, you know, some real talk, some truth. You know, and I think that that's the most important thing that we can do for our young people, because right now our young people are in trouble, man. They're being fed so much misinformation and falsehood, is that they don't really understand, and they don't know what real and unreal is.
That's interesting. So you finding a way to give everybody game in any venture that you're doing.
Oh, but the stuff that I'm showing you is universal. You know, it's not something that could be used for books, not just for drugs. I mean, it's like a universal mindset, a universal discipline, a universal educate yourself. That no matter where you at, you don't have to stay there. You know, I mean, all of these things are just so universal. I don't care what country you go to. I don't care, even in prison. I saw these techniques work inside the penitentiary. When I had my life sentence without the possibility of parole, and they said that I would never be getting out, and I started working these same principles. And when I sold drugs, I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I didn't know. It was luck, trial and error. But when I sit in prison and I started to think back over my life, and then I started to understand the principles that I had been using, and I said, let me try them for this, Let me try them for reading, because I couldn't read or write. So I said, let me try them for reading. Let me try them for doing law work. Let me try them for putting out a book. Let me try them for doing a documentary. Let me try them for doing a movie, and they never failed.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's like where we from. Cats growing up look up to the drug dealers. They want to emulate and be like, the people out here getting money and everything. And the fact that you can, that's cool and all, but here's the game, and it's applicable not just here, but like
absolutely.
In life. Is that something that led you to?
Absolutely.
The book and everything.
Absolutely.
Like that?
Well, and why we look up to the drug dealers is because drug dealers are our first heroes
Right.
in the ghetto. They're the first entrepreneur that you're gonna probably run into. Most of us, our moms is not an entrepreneur. Our dad is not an entrepreneur. We don't have any uncles that's entrepreneurs. So the first person that we see working for themselves with some trophies. That it works, is a drug dealer. He got the car, he got his jewelry, he got the nice clothes, he probably got him a trophy girl, on his arm. You know what I'm saying? He has all of the perks, I guess you would call it, of success. And if you were a kid and you might love Michael Jordan, but you think Michael Jordan is from another planet. I mean, even guys come up to me, right, and they try to make it like I'm something special, and I'm like, no, homie, I'm just like you. The only thing I did is I applied certain principles. I thought a certain way, and I acted a certain way, and that if you act this way, and if you apply these principles, it'll work for you as well. I see so many youngsters, trying to get into the music industry, and they don't understand that they have to apply certain principles and certain techniques to open those doors.